All right, everyone. I thought we'd do a cure for cancer reading today, which is, it's an all signs reading, technically. It's for everybody. It's the hot spot of the connection cycle. So I thought I hadn't done one in a while. Let's take a look. Let's see what the status, let's take the litmus test, the temperature of the soulmate cycle right now. All right? All right. It's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but also pretty much everybody, can get something out of this. It's general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Lufterro, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. Let's go. Surface energy. I did a pre-shuffle. I picked up on this earlier today. I've got somebody here with the Hangman crossed by the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, followed by an Eight of Wands, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. Eight of Wands. An energy we can't seem to escape lately, even in the third quarter of 2024 reading that I pulled earlier. From another deck, too. Anyway, I've got somebody here who realizes that they fucked up in some way. Realizes that they screwed up, that they made a bad decision somewhere along the line. And I think that they're sort of where they were deciding that they were just going to keep going with that. I think they want to move in a new direction because the Eight of Wands is bookending the Hangman, and this is a new perspective energy, and that's forward movement. All right? That's the way I perceive the energy. Anyway, we'll see what happens when we pull a reading. Okay? So when I say that's the way I perceive the energy, I could be slightly off. See, energy is tricky, right? Especially when you're reading for a lot of people. But it looks to me, the way it feels to me, somebody realizes where they fucked up, and rather than keep going with that fuck up, they're going to change direction. It might bring them towards you. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me a cure for Cancer reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. The cure for Cancer reading. Let's go. We pull 5 cards from the bottom, the environmental energy, and 4 cards from the top, how they're behaving within that environmental energy. We clarify the top cards. All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at here. Give me a cure for Cancer. The overall energy here, well, it's not really an overall energy, is it? Because we pulled 5 cards, but that doesn't surprise me. It's 2 swords. 2 swords, environmental energy, 2 swords, Page of Wands. The center is 4 swords. The Fool and the Hangman, our pre-shuffle comes back with the Three of Pentacles. Basically, it's real simple. The environmental energy is telling them that doing nothing is not an option. Okay? Keeping going the old route is not an option. Because the Hangman fell here. That's a very powerful card. Red with the 2 of Swords over here. And this right down the middle is an environmental energy of void. It's doing nothing. It's like a nothing energy with the 4 of Swords. Doing nothing is not an option. These are major arcana. This is minor arcana. That's minor arcana. Doing nothing is not an option. That's what the environmental energy is telling them. The energy around them, making them feel like they got to do something. I've got to change direction. I've got to try something. Somebody wants to try something. Okay? All right. Let's go. On top. How are they behaving in this energy? Defensive towards it. Yep. 7 of Wands. I get that. King of Cups. What's crossing the King of Cups? The 9 of Cups. So yeah, I've got somebody in their feels here. Oh, I get it. What's red with the 7 of Wands? Yeah, the 3 of Swords. Somebody wants to try. They're defensive towards this. They don't like that the environmental energy is screaming, you need to do something. You need to move in a new direction. They don't like it because they don't want to get hurt. So what they're trying to do is figure out a way where they can take action, where they can appease the environmental energy and not get hurt at the same time. They're trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. 7 of Wands, red with 3 swords. Trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. So this is my stingy with the emotions kind of thing. So it's somebody here who's curbing their enthusiasm a little bit. Okay, they're calming their emotions. They're putting the emotions away a little bit. Or maybe they do come and communicate with you and they hold back quite a bit. It's possible. I don't know. Let's see. We got to clarify. Bottom of the clarifying deck is the Empress, by the way. Somebody is very emotional. I understand why they have to curb their enthusiasm here. I get it because you got the universe, the environmental energy screaming, it's time to do something. It's time to make a decision. And somebody here is very antsy with the Fool and the Page of Swords. And they've been doing nothing. Somebody's been holding on to your energy for a very long time here. And they've done nothing with it. Could be a long-lost runner. Could be a new soulmate holding on to feelings. I don't know. Tell me about the 7 of Wands. So somebody's going to do something. I get that. She's jumping. I could get it. But they're trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. So which implies they're afraid of getting hurt. And they think if they open up fully, they're going to get hurt. Okay. Maybe. I mean, this can also, a lot of you foolishly, falsely, I don't know, whichever F word you want to use, assume you know who this reading is about. Just because you came here about Pete or Sally or whoever doesn't mean that that's who this reading is about. It doesn't. Just because I asked the universe I want a cure for cancer reading doesn't mean I get one. I happen to this time. But sometimes I don't. There's a lot of readings you never see because I just can't do them. They just don't happen, right? The record button never gets hit. We don't control the energy that comes in. So for some of you, and I'm just going to say this because it applies to a couple of you, this is like a family member that you have a soul tie with that wants to say something to you, that's been afraid to say something to you about how they feel about something. Maybe some aspect of you, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. It could be any number of things. Just don't assume you know who this is about, okay? It's the soulmate cycle, but that applies. The soulmate cycle isn't just about big love and the runner and all that kind of stuff. It's also about anybody you have a soul connection with. And the theme energy of the cycle is very emotional. Anyone on the DM side is very hold-backy with that emotion. There's a fear of vulnerability, right? So somebody here has been afraid to say something to you about how they feel about something. Somebody, could be your runner, I don't know, but somebody has been afraid to say something to you, and now they feel like they have to. The environmental energy is like doing nothing is no longer an option, motherfucker. And they're trying to find a way to avoid getting hurt. Okay? They're trying to protect themselves. Say it and protect themselves from 3 swords in the process. Okay? So it could be a runner, could be a new soulmate holding on the feelings for you. It could be a family member you have a tie with, a friend you have a soul tie with. It could be any of that. Okay? You can think of 1,000 scenarios where this might play out if it's a family member, right? Maybe you're about to go off to college and you're going to major in finger painting, right? And somebody's like, well, doing nothing is no longer an option. I need to say something. I don't think that's a high-paying job. I think you might be better off with an economics degree or marketing or business or something like that. Finger painting, it's time to say something, but they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to hurt you. So they're going to hold, again, trying to figure out a way to say just enough. It could be any of that. I'm just reading energy here. If you are going off to college and you're trying to major in finger painting, I would urge you maybe to have a backup, a second major, maybe a minor, something like that. Anyway, it may come back in. Who knows? Finger painting might be worth it. You could finger paint on YouTube. Maybe that'd be good. Do a YouTube channel where you finger paint. People will watch it. You'll make the ad revenue off of it. You can make a living at it, but you don't need to go to college. Just get a YouTube channel. Anyway, 7 of Wands, just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion, that's all. I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell you. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. That's all. All right. It's crossed by the world. They know that when they say this, it changes everything. That's why they're trying to protect themselves from. It's the most powerful card I could pull. They know that when they say this, whatever it is, whoever this is, it changes everything. That's why they're trying to protect themselves from, and maybe you, from 3 swords. So it might be somebody trying to protect themselves from 3 swords because they're going to tell you they love you. But it could just as easily be somebody you have a soul tie with trying to protect you from 3 swords because they got something to say that you might not want to hear. Like, please don't major in finger painting. Okay? I mean, I don't know. All right, here we go. Not because it's not a good paying job, but maybe you're not that good at it. Right? Maybe we was just kidding. We were just being nice. We didn't know you were taking us seriously. Yeah, you're horrible. Don't do it. I don't know. That would hurt. So they have to kind of protect. I'm just trying to show you this can play out a lot of different ways. Same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways for 1,000 different people. What's on top? 4 of Wands. Change the course of mighty rivers. It's about a path. It's about walking a path. In other words, it just backs up my read on this. When they say this, it changes everything, right? But they do think if it's said right, it can bring some stability, okay? A new beginning, stable new beginning, okay? Why is 4 of Wands here? Yeah. What did I say? Just checking my energy read, the Fool. Yeah. They do know, whatever this is, when they say it, it changes everything. But they do know whatever it is, whoever this is, knows that when they do say it, if they say it right, it brings a whole new journey between you two, a whole new understanding, walking a whole new path. Okay, that's fine. I get it. All right. So, King of Cups. Somebody here, definitely, a lot of feelings. There's a lot of pent-up feelings here. And they're afraid they're going to release them all at once. And that applies whether it's the finger painting analogy or somebody who loves you deeply and ran from you. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of pent-up feelings. They're afraid if they say something, they're just going to blurt out too much. They're going to get too emotional. All right, King of Cups. Why is that here? Tell me about it. Tell me about the King of Cups. What do you want to tell me? Huh? It's crossed by the Nine of Cups, right? Yeah, it definitely is, because even from another deck, it's still crossed by the Nine of Cups. Saying the same thing that I just said. No doubt. There's a lot of emotion here. Wow. Whoever this is has been holding back for a long fucking time. Okay. And they're like, I can dig it. You've been holding back a long time, and if you say it wrong, it can cause a lot of pain. You know, we only hurt the ones we love. And in this case, in the soulmate cycle, there's a lot of potential for hurt and oversensitivity. I get an oversensitivity here for a few people. What's them? Not well. Maybe they think you're oversensitive. I don't know. What's on top? Four of Pentacles, holding back. Again, they have to hold this. There's a lot of love. Look, I love tarot. It's a beautiful medium. I mean, if this doesn't prove to you how real this shit is, it's unreal. What have I just been saying? Rewind. This is about holding back. They're afraid, fear, Four of Pentacles, that all of this emotion, Nine of Cups crossing King of Cups, Nine of Cups crossing King of Cups, is going to come out. It's going to blurt out. It's going to be too much. They're going to get over emotional. They're going to say too much. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Six of Wands. So they are holding back in the communication. They're holding it back. The only victory, the only way to win is to hold back. That's the way they feel. Because how you say this is very important. It could cause a lot of pain. And they want to protect themselves from pain, some of them. Some of them want to protect you from pain. Some of them want to protect both. All right. Well, let's pull on this Nine of Cups because it came up twice. It's obviously important, right? Why is the Nine of Cups here? I don't know. Here we go. It's best when you watch a reading, anybody's reading, to not assume that you know who the reading is about, okay? For some of you, you're way off. You know, for some, I can tell, I know, because I read your energy, you're here. For some of you, this is like your mom wants to tell you something, you got a soul connection with that person, or it's a friend or something like that. It could be anything. Yeah, do you all have that original runner? Are they holding all the feelings for you? Sure. And maybe there is something they want to tell you. But there's a lot of explosive potential here. This is somebody who can talk to you. So if that still applies that it's the runner, then maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just telling you about the energy so you know what the potential is within it. That's all. You can do whatever you want, but you might be surprised. This could be who you have soul connections with. Most people are. Most people don't even realize who they have soul connections with. What's going on? It's crossed by the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups was crossed by the Nine of Cups, crossing the King of Cups, right? Crossed by the Five of Swords. Oh, man. Somebody has to say something to you, but they don't like that they feel so much, that you're so important. It's like somebody saying to themselves, it'd be easier to say this to them if they were just somebody. Maybe I can get somebody else to tell them. That kind of thing. That could be the way this energy plays out. Somebody gets somebody else to tell you what they want to tell you. All right? The chicken out kind of a thing. It's possible. It could play out that way. What's on top? Yeah. The Knight of Wands. See? In and out. You hire the Knight of Wands. You hire that to come in, say something, and go out. It's similar to the Knight of Swords, only flakier, right? A little bit. False victory, right? Shooting themselves in the foot. Whoever this is very, because they're so emotional about what they have to say to you, and they know the environmental energy is saying that doing nothing is not an option. For whatever reason, there's a lot of tension here. They know they have a lot of emotion. They're likely to get somebody else to do it, a proxy, right? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Truth by proxy. Can I put it that way? It's truth by proxy. Now, if they're not getting somebody else to do it, it's a stabbing truth. It's a truth where somebody hits you with it and then gets out. Hits you with it and gets out. They don't really give you a chance to reply. They just say it and say, just think about it. Think about what I had to say. Gotta go, bye. Like that. Okay? It's like that kind of energy. So either one. It could be truth by proxy, in and out still, or they say it, but it's sort of like they stab you with it and then run away. Okay. Let's pull on the Three of Swords. Why are they worried about so much pain here? Okay. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why is this such a big deal? It seems to be the big deal card on the table. Kurt Cobain and pain here. Seems to be a big, big deal. Why is it here? Tell me about the Three of Swords. It is the card that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. I do think whatever this person, whoever this is, I do think whatever they have to say, they say it. Or they get someone to say it. You find out what it is. I do think there's a good chance for that. The opportunity is there within the energy. They can always free will their way out of it. I can't predict free will. Nobody can. Free will. It's a thing. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is the Three of Swords here? It's crossed by the Hermit. What's on top? The Page of Swords. Okay. Why is the Page of Swords here? I know what this is. It's the King of Pentacles. This is a person who disappointed you before. Whoever this is a person who's let you down at some point or disappointed you at some point, or the Three of Swords is based in they don't want to disappoint you. They want you to respect them. They want you maybe see this person like this or did it one time. It's possible too. But I think the easiest down the middle way I can explain this energy is they want to do it in a way that's, they want to say what they have to say in a way where you come out respecting them, not disappointed. So the Three of Swords, why is the Three of Swords here? The Page of Swords is tied to, it's not so much somebody's afraid they're going to hurt you as much as they're afraid they're going to disappoint you. Okay? So that's basically what that says. That's it. And that's why there's so much concern about it. There seems to be with the Seven of Wands there. All right? Yet the environmental energy does say something's bound to happen here. The doing nothing is not an option. They can't just hold on to your energy. All right, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me one card, the crossing card. All right? Give me one card, the crossing card. What else the universe won't tell you? Yeah. Nine Swords. They're nervous about this. This is something, whoever this is and what they have to say. Okay? It keeps them up at night. It's something they feel like they have to do. This is part of the reason I say the environmental energy is making them feel like doing nothing is not an option. Yeah, I mean, but really, the byproduct of that is someone waking up in the night and realizing that doing nothing is not an option. Sometimes the environmental energy is a bit of a Jedi mind trick, right? The old, these are not the droids you're looking for. These are not the droids I'm looking for. That kind of thing. It's a bit of that here. The environmental energy is like, doing nothing is not an option. They wake up in the middle of the night and just repeat it like a chant. Doing nothing is not an option. They're very nervous about the communication, about saying this for reasons I've explained. However, the environmental energy around that is the Wheel of Fortune. They're nervous because it does put a 10. This is a 10. 10s are the end, dead end that leads to a new beginning. It does change things. So they want to do it right. I can dig that, right? It could lead to a passionate new beginning. It could take you guys down a new journey. I mean, this is all very important shit here underneath this Wheel of Fortune. Even justice is there. It might help you long-term. Long-term solutions here. Long-term happiness. Whatever it is. I don't know. You may not know what this is, and it might not be a big deal to you when this person tells you something. That's possible. I pick up on that. But to them, to whoever this is, what they've been holding back, what they have to tell you is a huge deal. It's a huge deal, and they're very worried about disappointing you. I'm glad we got a chance. I'm glad we clarify everything, and we got a chance to clarify that Three of Swords. All right. So either they're just afraid to disappoint you, or this is somebody that disappointed you once, and they sure as fuck don't want to do it again. Okay? Could be any of that. That's your reading. Hey, I got to. There's thousands of people watching. What do you want me to do? You're all dealing with a different person. So I give you as many different angles as I can kind of feel here. You know, don't make it fit, but something should resonate. You know, one of the angles I gave you is what the potential and the energy is. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right, stay tuned. I think it's tomorrow, maybe Thursday, I'm gonna pull the mid-month. Mid-month readings are always my favorite. The second half of the month. Second half of the month of June has a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of energy all crammed into the last couple of weeks. So we'll see. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.